Your journey, although well documented, still bears us talking about a little bit, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go quickly through them, but give me what did you take from each spot when I throw it at you, okay, that you carried with you? High school experience, what'd you take with you?
I said my high school experience, I said the biggest thing I had to take away is that you have to be patient.
Incarnate Word.
Incarnate Word experience, I had to say gunslinger for sure.
We're not throwing, now you had a chance to fling it around a little, huh?
Yep.
Washington State.
Washington State, I'd probably say open-minded. I think that's where I became just more of learning about others, being a true team player, then also learning how to lead guys.
Miami.
I'll just say a dog. I just think that's where everything came together when I finally understood the quarterback position, what it means, not only as a playmaker, but just as a person.
You mentioned Washington State and leadership. Read a few things about you about leadership, that before you went places, you would coordinate with people. Okay, tell me who the janitor is, tell me who the trainer is, tell me who gives us our meals, give me pictures, give me this, and then let me learn about my teammates, put my locker in a place where we'll have that traffic and I get to know these people.
Yep.
Again, you have an innate sense of doing that. Where did you get it? How do you continue to develop it, that leadership aspect?
I just think it's something that you're born with it, but you also got to practice and take time with it too. And just learning, I think the first thing me, everywhere I go, I always got to learn everybody's name in the building. Because I see you every day and I don't know your name, or if it's vice versa, I'd be mad if you didn't know my name. And, you see me every day. So everywhere I've been, everybody in the building has always been good to me. I've been kind to them. And I just think it's just a certain level of respect that you got to have for other people.
Now you're with the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
How does that leadership translate? I know you're a quarterback, so there's a natural leadership part of it, but you're joining a team with a bunch of grown men on it as well. Have you go on about your leadership there, and also maybe learning from maybe some guys on the team in addition?
I think you approach it the same, getting to know them outside of the building. I think that's one thing Coach Callahan has emphasized, us doing a lot of things outside of the building, so it's kind of like a college atmosphere. It's fun in the locker room. It's fun outside the locker room, especially when we get on the field. We be able to talk trash to each other, and then also just learn about experiences from vets that they had in their rookie years to maybe I won't have to experience stuff like that because I can get ahead of it by learning from them. So I think we just have a locker room of all different types of personalities. At the end of the day, we all want to win football games, and just with my leadership qualities, I think it helps bring the locker room together.
With your journey, starting where, people didn't know who you were, and you're the Incarnate Word, Washington State, Miami, you never lost sight of what you really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And being the number one pick in the draft, goal, dream, but never something you thought was not attainable, correct?
Mm-hmm.
When you got to that position where you were battling it out, we heard the story about, your pro day, and you ran by the Titans brass and told them, I'm solidifying it today.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see in their reaction when you ran by them and told them that?
Well, I knew they loved it, and that's just the type of competitor I am. And it was crazy because I was getting tape before the pro day. Don't nobody really notice, and Abdul Carter had put something out on Twitter, and I'm not a real social media guy, but I had seen it. I said, okay, I'm not gonna do it in front of the phone. I'm gonna do it in person. So I ended up doing that. But I mean, it was just the competitor coming out of me, whether I'm throwing, one football game or Coach Callahan gonna put the ball in me 40 times a game. And so I just want to win, whether it's practice, whether it's a game, and I just think just over time, it's gonna end up leading to helping my career.
What's it been like from the moment you got your name called, went across the stage, now you're going to be a Titan, and then you got to work?
Mm-hmm.
What's that been like? Coach Callahan, Coach Hardegree, the rest of the crew, rest of the team, what's been your experience?
It's been great. A surreal moment once I heard my name called. Then once I got to Tennessee, we got straight to work. I think, with Coach Nick, Coach Bo, and Coach Callahan, I have, three of the best offensive minds in football, and they constantly emphasize, it's about making, myself better along with the team and the offense, having us have a productive year this year. And one thing about those three guys, they always have my back. Whether, they believe, a play was my fault, they always gonna take the blame of it, even though I know the play might have been my fault. And so I just think they've shown me the ultimate trust, and I hope I show them the same trust that I have in those guys. And I'm excited to continue to work with those guys, to constantly get feedback from those three. I think that's the biggest thing that I haven't had in college that I have now. Just the feedback on just the little things. I think that's going to help me.
How do you maintain such an even keel as a quarterback? I mean, I know you're excited to play. I know you're doing it, but you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. I don't care if veterans are going to have those.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself in that even spot, which okay, tough day yesterday, but I bounced back today?
I've lost a lot throughout my career, high school, Washington State and Cardinal Word, and Miami lost some games. So you learn how to handle it over time. I lost in practice in the NFL, lost in joint practice in the NFL, had bad days. I also had some better days too, but I think that's the life of a quarterback. You can't get too high, can't get too low, because at the end of the day, everybody's looking at you. I'm going to have a bad game this year. I'm going to have a great game as a rookie this year. So, I think just my parents, they taught me how to handle it. Then over, my career throughout high school, I've learned how to handle certain situations. And so I think I've just always been ready for it.
That welcome to the NFL moment we always talk about. It's usually like, who did you play against? Was it a big hit? What have you? But along the way, you've had a lot of welcome to the NFL type moments. Has there been any one that's hit you where you've gone, yeah, this is where I knew I wanted to go, and now I'm finally there?
I probably have to say my welcome. I say practice. Was just seeing how fast the safeties can get from hash to hash. I'm throwing a go ball to Red, and Wood almost got there in time. So really constantly learning how much air I can put on the balls if I have to, and then also just when I need to drive balls and take something off, over across the middle.
All right, last question. It's been a heck of a journey so far. Plenty more to come, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
You open in Denver. And now starting at quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, number 1, Cam Ward. Have you dreamed about that moment? And have you dreamed about that run out and what it's going to be like? What are your thoughts?
When we go to Denver, I know it's going to be some boos. So, I'm waiting to hear that. If it was up to me, I'd rather play on the game every game of my life. I love playing on the road. But, hopefully we come out there with a win. I know Denver, they ready for us. We're going to be ready for them. But, I've been waiting on this moment since I was 6. And so, when the ref blow the whistle, my man Joey Sly, when he kicked that ball off, we're going to be ready to go.
Fantastic.